Devote yourselves to prayer, being watchful and thankful. Prayer is an important part of our lives individually and as a congregation. The following video contains parts of interviews with several people from Westry concerning prayer. They were asked to describe prayer and how it played a part in their daily lives. We also talked about the differences between individual and corporate or group prayer and how comfortable they were with different types of prayer. As you listen to their thoughts about prayer, I hope you will begin to reflect on your own feelings about your own conversations with God.
You know, sometimes you spend more time in prayer than others, and I can definitely tell when my prayer life is healthier than other times because you feel like you're closer to God when you have a more healthy prayer life.
Prayer to me is about communicating with God.
Prayer is a way of being in the presence of God.
It isn't something that you just do and then it's over. I think it's something that just continues on throughout your day.
I like to pray when I first get up in the morning. Pray that things go well that I know are coming and that I don't know are coming. I pray throughout the day whenever I'm tested, and I like to pray right before I go to sleep at night.
Share your concerns and praises.
It's about sharing your burdens with God that you need help with, and listening to see if there's anything you can do in return.
It's an important part of my daily life, both at work and in my personal life. I rely on it much at work because I couldn't do my job if I didn't have somebody to fall back on.
It's a part of it in the sense that when I need the help, I'll ask for it then, or I'll start the process then, and I often need it.
When I see something that I want to thank God for, I'll send up a quick prayer, or you see an ambulance or a fire truck and you send a prayer, to help whoever is the victim.
Prayer is something that I turn to when I need additional strength.
Growing up, you always prayed before meals, and that seemed to be your prayer life. And then as you grow older, you realize that you need more than that.
That instead of what I thought it was when I was a child, being the granting of all my wishes, if I just prayed about it, understanding that it's going to be a process of asking for help, of how to get through things, how to get along, rather than being granted individual wishes a lot of times.
Group prayer helps people see what's important to others as well as themselves, and they can sometimes find common ground when doing so.
I certainly wouldn't hesitate to ask others for their prayers if I felt like I really needed them at the time.
I get the same experience almost being in the midst of other people who are praying than I get in individual prayers.
When I do youth group, I always try to encourage the kids to, at the end of our session, try to get them to do some prayers, and we just going around.
I think there's a little bit of individual prayer when you are engaged in corporate prayer, because you're doing your own prayer but maybe listening to those prayers of others. And I think that it gives you some sense of strength to know that everyone else is praying at the same time, and that you're all basically relying on God to help see you through a tough time maybe.
I'd say prayer has deepened a relationship with God.
Prayer has brought me closer to God by helping me see things in a different way. Sometimes I'll be praying and God will make me think about something that I didn't think of before, and sometimes it'll help me, it'll point me in the right direction, and I'm always grateful when that happens.
Just knowing that if I am in a situation where I need to rely on God's advice or just unload, that He's there and He can listen and communicate back with me, just gives you a great sense of relief and comfort in your life.
Be joyful always. Pray continually. Give thanks in all circumstances, for this is God's will for you in Christ Jesus.